remembered how to combine like terms, right? So that's what we're going to do real quick with 8, 10, and 12. So for question number 8, what are our like terms? And if we combine those, what do we get?
Negative 10 and 2.
All right. For number 10, what are our like terms?
8k squared and negative 2k squared.
And then we also, does negative k have any like terms?
No.
Does 7 have any like terms?
No.
Okay, so how would I write our final answer?
6k squared minus k plus 7. Yeah.
All right. For number 12, what are our like terms?
4x squared.
And then negative 3x squared.
Okay, what else?
Oh, and 2x and x. And negative 7 and negative 6.
All right, so to write our final answer, it would be what?
X squared plus 10x minus 13.
What she said.
13.
You're talking a little too fast for me.
Oh,
Yeah, mine.
All right, so remember, what is understood to be in front of that x squared? 1. Do you have to put the 1 there?
No.
Can you if you need to? Yeah. All right. So now we're going to look at substitution. That is technically all what our bell ringer was this morning, right? And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill this part in. So if we have the substitution property, it says that if A is equal to B, then A may be replaced by B in any expression. So that just means that if two things are equivalent, you can use them interchangeably, okay? So if I'm at a vending machine and it says it's $1 for a water, right? What are the different ways I can pay for that?
4 quarters.
4 quarters, I can $1 bill.
100
And all of those things are used interchangeably, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because they all equal the same thing. Okay, as long as two things are given in equivalence, you can use them interchangeably. So if we have x plus 3, but I tell you x is equal to 6, what is x plus 3?
3 plus 6.
Which is?
9.
Okay, if I say x plus 7, but x is still 6, what is it? 13. Okay, and we can keep that going forever, right? So now, in order to evaluate an expression using substitution, we're going to start by substituting the variable with their given values. And each time we actually substitute something in, we are going to put that number that we replace with put the variable that we replace with a number in parentheses. Okay? This is something that I am very, very particular about in our setup because it makes a difference on those little mistakes people make. It makes a difference on your negative sign mistakes. Sign errors are probably the most common error that'll happen in this class. Okay, so by taking that extra 5 seconds to put in a parentheses, you cut down on about half of those. Just because you have everything written properly, so it makes it a whole lot easier. Okay. So I cannot stress this enough. Make sure if you substitute in, use parentheses appropriately because it makes it so much easier to get the answer right, okay? And so once we do that, you have to follow the order of operations to evaluate. Okay, so we're going to go through 13 and 15 real quick. So for number 13, we have a times b squared plus c if a equals 2, b equals 4, c equals 7. When I have a problem where I'm going to be substituting in multiple values, I start by just setting up what I need to substitute into. So I just set up everything with my parentheses. So I have a times b squared plus c. I just get everything ready to plug in, and then I actually make sure I'm plugging into the right spot. What do I need to plug in first here? 2, because that is our A. Then what do we need to plug in?
4.
4, because that is our B. And then what do we need to plug in for C?
7.
All right. To simplify that, we do order of operations. So what part do we do first?
AB squared.
Or is it AB squared or is it just B squared?
Well,
B squared, yep. Okay, so what is our 4 squared? 16. Now, is anything happening with that 2 first? So we're going to have 2 times, what was 4 squared again?
16.
Plus, is anything happening with that 7? All right, now what part do we need to do? What is 2 times 16?
Like 32.
So we have 32 plus 7, which is 39. So that is our answer once we simplify it. All right, now we're going to look at 15. So for question 15, okay, we have A squared times B minus B squared. So what do I need to plug in first? We're going to plug in our A, which is 3. And then what do I need to plug in for those 2 B's?
-4.
Okay, then we start with, what step next? Exponents. What is 3 squared? Are we doing anything with that -4 right now? So I'm going to bring that down. Then is anything happening with that negative sign? Is it getting squared? So I just bring it down. Okay, but we do have -4 squared. So what is -4 squared? What is a negative times a negative? Positive 16. Okay, but this negative stays outside because is it in that parentheses? No. Okay, so now what do we do after that?
Multiply 9 and 4.
What is 9 times -4?
36. Negative 36.
So we have -36 minus 16, which gives us negative what?
52.
Okay, because since it's -36 and we're taking away 16 more, it's going to get more negative. All right, I want y'all to do 14 and 16 for me real quick. Yep, do 14 and 16. All right, for number 14, what did y'all get for the answer?
6. Is that not right?
No, it's not right. It is 20. So I want us to look at it, okay? So first, when we set this up, we should have it set up as 3 times -2 squared minus 4 times -2, okay? We start by squaring it. What is -2 squared?
4.
4, okay? And nothing happens with this part yet. So now we have 3 times 4, which is 12. And -4 times -2, which is positive 8, okay? And then 12 plus 8 is 20, okay? Does anybody have the answer to 16 yet?
Oh, I didn't do that one.
What was that? no, what was that? Negative 161. So let's look at this. Okay. Okay. We first set it up. Okay. This is set up the exact same way as 15, except what we plug in is different. Okay. So once we have this, we start by squaring the things that need to be squared. What is 4 squared?
16.
What is negative 7 squared?
49.
Positive 49. Okay. Now, that gives us this. This stays outside of the parentheses because that's where it starts, is outside of the parentheses. Okay. Then we multiply 16 times negative 7 to get
Give me just a second.
Negative 112.
Oh,
negative
not
112. Okay. Then we have to subtract 49 from that. It's negative and it's going more negative. Okay. And that is where we get negative 161.
161.
Yep. Alex, you see what happened? Was it right here? Did you add that instead? Okay, so we have to watch our signs when we do this. All right, on the next page, we have a couple more substitution questions we're going to do, and then we're going to look at the distributive property. So I want us to go ahead and look at number 17. Okay. So I want everyone to go ahead and look at number 17. So we're going to start by setting this up. Okay. So we have negative y squared. So when we start by setting this up, I want to make it very clear. This negative is not being squared. If that negative was being squared, it would be set up like this. Okay. But because the square is only attached to the y, that negative will go in front of our parentheses when we set it up, okay? So minus, then we're going to do minus 3 times x times y. Now, what do I need to plug in for my y? 2. So we have negative 2 squared minus 3 times, what is our x?
2/3.
Times our y, which is?
2.
All right. So when I look at this, what do I start with doing? Okay, so we have 2 squared, which is 4. But there's a negative in front, so we bring down the negative 4. Minus 3 times 2/3 times 2. Now, the easiest way to multiply when dealing with fractions is to make everything into a fraction that you're multiplying, right? So how would I make that 3 into a fraction? Okay, how would I make that 2 into a fraction? Okay, and when we multiply 3 things in a row with fractions, we multiply our numerators across and our denominators across. So let's do that. We have a negative 3 times 2 is what?
6.
Negative 6. Now, negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. So far, is anything happening special with that negative 4 in front? And then we have our numerator is going to be negative 12. And then our denominator, what is 1 times 3?
3.
What is 3 times 1?
3.
And can I simplify anything there? What is negative 12 divided by 3? So we have negative 4 minus 4, which is negative 8.
Yeah.
So even though that had a fraction in it, it is fully reasonable to do. Okay. Now we're going to look at number 19. So 19, we are plugging into a fraction. So we have our fraction bar first, and we're going to start with our numerator. So we have a squared plus b squared divided by a minus b. Okay. In the numerator, we're going to plug in what first?
Negative 3.
So we have negative 3 squared plus
4.
squared. Okay, then we're going to divide that by?
Negative 3 minus 4.
All right. Now, when we deal with fractions like this, and we use the order of operations, we deal with the numerator first, then we can deal with the numerator and the denominator separately at first, and then we put them all together. So we're going to start just by looking at our numerator. What do I need to do first in the numerator? Exponents. What is negative 3 squared?
9.
Okay. What is 4 squared?
16.
So we have 9 plus 16 in our numerator. Then in our denominator, what do I need to do first in our denominator? Yeah, which is just going to be negative 3 minus 4, which is... Okay. What is our numerator? What is 9 plus 16?
25.
And then we have negative 7. Can I simplify 25 over negative 7?
Yeah.
Does anything go into 25 and 7?
No.
So that right there is our answer. All right. So I want y'all to do question 18 and 20. The setup for both is the same. It is just the plugging in that's different.
Oh, shit. When you multiply them, so Wait.
All right. If you're done, that's okay, but we shouldn't be getting too loud, please. Yes.
Are you excited for the 7 for that something
Yes. It'll be nice for it to be there. That way, if I want 7 I don't have to drive forever.
Right, no shade. There needs to be new stuff around here.
I tend to, I prefer Yellowhammer. I do.
I love it.
But it'll be nice to have another option.
Right.
That's what they're putting in front, yeah. All right. So for number 18, okay, when we set this up, we should have this, okay? Now, what do we evaluate first? The exponent. What is 3 squared?
9.
9. But it still has a what in front of that? Negative.
Oh.
So we should have negative 9 minus 3 times negative 4 times 3. Now, what part do we do? The multiplication, right? What is negative 3 times negative 4? 12. What is 12 times 3?
36.
Okay, so we have negative 9 plus 36, which gives us?
Oh. Silly me, 27.
It is 27.
Oh, I don't think it's
All right. Now, for number 20, our setup should look like this, okay? In our numerator, what is 3 squared?
9.
What is negative 5 squared? Okay, in our denominator, we have 3 minus negative 5. What does that mean we need to do? When you subtract a negative number, you... What is 3 plus 5? And then what is 9 plus 25? So we have 34 divided by 8. Can we simplify that at all?
Yes.
What goes into both 34 and 8? 2. What is 34 divided by 2? And what is 8 divided by 2?
4.
So that is our answer.
Look at us math magicians.
All right. Now, we are going to spend the rest of class today refreshing the distributive property. The distributive property is a tool for us to do what?
Distribute.
When we distribute, what operation is happening?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So we're going to start with this little section right here. So if I distribute this A, what is A times B?
AB.
Okay. What is A times C?
AC.
So we get AB plus AC. Okay. Now, what is A times B?
AB.
Okay. What is A times negative C?
Negative AC.
Okay, so that is essentially how distribution works. Okay, so we're going to do the odds of these together, and then I'll let you do the even. So we're going to start with number 21. Who's cursing at who? Let's not do that.
Right.
It was probably the new kid.
Yes. Take the purple pass, please. All right, for 21. Okay, what are we having to distribute in 21?
7.
Okay, so we're going to do 7 times. What is 7 times x?
7x.
Okay, then we're going to do 7 times, which is,
28.
so that is the distributed form of 21. Okay, now we're going to jump to question 23. What do I need to distribute for question 23?
Negative 5.
Okay, negative 5 times y is? Okay, then we have negative 5 times negative 6, which is?
30.
Positive 30. And so that right there is what we have for 23. Now, I want us to look at question 25. For 25, we need to distribute what? And we need to multiply it by what first? What is 6a times b? And then we're going to do 6a times... What is 6a times 2c?
12 AC.
All right. Now, we're also going to go over 26 together.
Oh, okay.
So for question 26, what am I distributing?
2x.
It's gonna go to 2x squared.
So we have 2x times 2x squared, which does give us 2x squared. Why is it that when I multiply x times x, I get x squared?
Because it's 2x being multiplied.
What's the understood exponent on both of these x's?
1.
And when you multiply two things together, you add their exponents. What is 1 plus 1?
2.
So that is where that comes from. Okay. Now, what else do we need to work on here? So 2x times 7 is?
14x.
All right. Now we're going to do question. We're
27.
We're going to do 27. All right. For question 27, how many different things do I need to distribute to?
3.
So we're going to do 4 times what first?
X.
4 times x's.
4x.
And then we're going to do 4 times negative y, which is? And then we have 4 times 2, which is? Okay, so that right there is what we get for 27. And then we're going to do question 29. Okay. Okay, for 29, we are distributing a fraction, so we have to multiply a fraction. The easiest way to do that is make the things we have to multiply with also fractions. So what do I need to put 7x over?
1.
What do I need to put 18 over?
1.
Now, whenever you have a fraction with a negative in it, it is easiest to just pick the numerator or the denominator and assign it with that, okay? I almost always put the negative up in the numerator. So like -1 divided by 6. Both things cannot be negative, because if it was both negative, what is a negative divided by a negative? So would it even be negative?
No.
Okay. So only one of the things get the negative sign. It's easiest to just assign it to the numerator, okay? So now we're going to distribute this. So we're going to start by doing -1/6 times 7x over 1. So we're going to multiply our numerator and our denominator. What is -1 times 7x?
A -7x.
Okay, now we're going to do our denominator. What is 6 times 1?
6.
All right, now we are good to do the next part. Okay, what is -1 times 18?
-18.
What is 6 times 1?
Oh, 6.
Okay, now, can I simplify -7 over 6, -7x over 6? So that part will stay the same.
Ooh, you can do
But can we simplify -18 over 6? To what?
3 over 1.
Or just -3? Okay, so just because it has a fraction in it does not mean it's hard, okay? I know we treat fractions as the real F word, okay? That's the scary thing. And so we're gonna try to get rid of some of that, okay? So I want y'all to go ahead and do 22, 24, and 28 for me.
Wait. XY is a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got lost.
Mm-hmm. All right. What did y'all get for the answer of 22?
2b minus 6.
It is 2b minus 6. Okay. For question 24, what did y'all get?
XY plus 4x.
Okay. For question 28.
Oh, that's what I got too.
Okay. So when we start this, okay, we distribute the 1/3. So we would do 1/3 times 9x over 1. So 1 times 9x gives us 9x. 3 times 1 gives us 3. 1 times -6 is -6. 3 times 1 is 3. So we get this. Can I simplify those things? 9 divided by 3 is? So we get 3x. And -6 divided by 3 is? There we go. All right. The last thing we're going to look at today is distributing and combining like terms. So it is just combining the things we've done so far, okay? Because some simplification problems have more than one step, okay? So what I want us to do is we're going to go through the odds again, and we're going to talk about how to simplify an expression. So whenever you have to simplify, you are not only going to ensure that there are no like terms, but you also need to make sure there are no parentheses left. So in order to do that, you will distribute first, if you can, then combine like terms. So we're going to go to number 31. Because we're going to go through our odds. So I'm going to start with distributing what?
9.
Okay, we're going to distribute 9 times... What is 9 times 2k? Okay, then we're going to distribute 9 times, which is -32. No, 36, my bad. All right. Now, we're going to distribute negative 2 times 7k to get, then we will do negative 2 times negative 12 to get, and then from here we're going to combine our like terms. So what is our like terms?
18k and negative 14.
What is 18k minus 14k? Okay, we also have negative 36 plus 24. What is that?
Negative 12.
So we get 4k minus 12. All right, then we're going to go ahead and look at question 33. Okay, for question 33, is that 6 distributing to anything?
No.
So I am just going to bring that down. Okay, now, what do I have to distribute though? What is 8 times 4W?
32.
32.
W.
What is 8 times negative 7?
Negative 56.
Okay, then for the second half of this, we have to distribute that negative. You can also think of it as distributing a negative 1. So what is negative 1 times 2W? What is negative 1 times 1? Negative 1. All right. What are our like terms? 32W and negative 2W, which gives us, what else?
6, negative 56, and negative 1.
And if we combine those, what do we get? And it is negative 51. All right. We're also going to do question 35 together. So for question 35, we have negative 15, okay, because nothing's happening with it. But that we have a negative 1 we technically need to distribute. So what is negative 1 times 7x?
Negative 7x.
Negative 1 times 4 is, then is anything happening with that minus 3x? Is anything happening with that plus 1? So I bring it down. Now, what is our like terms?
Negative 15, negative 4, and plus 1, and then 7x and negative 3x.
Now, to write my answer correctly, which one needs to go first?
Negative
The x term. What is negative 7x minus 3x? And then what is negative 15 minus 4 plus 1?
Minus 4 plus 4.
Negative 8.
There we go. So I want y'all to go ahead and do those 3 even questions for me. This is notes. All right. For question 30, what did y'all get for the answer?
10x minus 24.
Yep. For question 32, what did we get?
Negative 2y plus 4. Oh. No shade.
Plus 16. Because remember, a negative and a negative will make that positive. Then you have 10 plus 6, which is 16.
I understand my mistake now.
All right, for 34, what's the answer?
2.
Okay, because we distribute that negative and we get negative 4x plus 2. And that negative 4x and positive 4x cancel out, giving us just 2 as our answer. And we will pick up there tomorrow.